Be me, 25 years old. Night auditor at a mid-range hotel near the highway. The kind of place where truckers and lost tourists stop. Shift starts at 11 p.m., ends at 7 a.m. It is a liminal existence. I sleep while the world works. I work while the world dreams. My skin is pale from lack of sun. My social life is non-existent. My best friend is a coffee machine that groans when it brews. Routine is everything. Arrive. Clock in. Relieve the evening shift guy, Greg. Greg talks about his fantasy football team for exactly 4 minutes. I nod. Greg leaves. I lock the cash drawer. I turn down the lobby music to volume level 2. Just low jazz and the hum of the vending machine. This is my kingdom. A kingdom of beige carpet and artificial plants. 3 a.m. is the witching hour. Usually dead silence. Sometimes a drunk guest stumbles in looking for a vending machine. Mostly just me and the hum. One Tuesday in November. Raining hard outside. The automatic doors slide open with a hiss. A gust of cold wind and wet leaves blows in. I look up from my book. Someone walks in, not a guest. She's wearing a heavy, high-vis jacket, EMT uniform underneath. Combat boots covered in mud. Short, jagged black hair stuck to her forehead with rain. She looks like she's been dragged through a swamp. She walks to the front desk. She doesn't look at me. She looks at the coffee station in the corner. "Is that fresh?" she asks. Voice is raspy. Tired. I look at the carafe. It's been sitting there since 10 p.m. It's basically battery acid and sludge. "No," I say. "I can make a new pot, though." She finally looks at me. Eyes are grey. Heavy bags under them. "Please," she says. "I'll pay." "It's free," I say. "It's not free for non-guests." "I don't care." She nods and collapses into one of the lobby armchairs. She stares at the ceiling while I brew. The machine groans. The smell of cheap roast fills the lobby. I pour a cup. I walk around the desk and hand it to her. She takes it with both hands. Her knuckles are red from the cold. "Thanks," she whispers. She drinks it black. Doesn't blow on it. Just drinks the scalding liquid like it's water. She sits there for 20 minutes. Silence. Just the rain against the glass. Then her radio crackles. Static and a dispatcher's voice. She sighs. Heaviest sigh I've ever heard. She stands up, puts the cup on the table. "Thanks again," she says. Walks out into the rain. Doors close. Silence returns. I take her cup, wash it, go back to my book. Don't think much of it. Thursday night, 3:15 a.m. Doors slide open. It's her again. Same jacket, same boots, looking slightly less dead, but still exhausted. She walks to the desk. "Fresh?" she asks. I anticipated this. I started a brew at 3 a.m. "Just finished," I say. "You're a lifesaver," she says. She pours herself a cup, sits in the same chair, pulls out a battered phone, scrolls mindlessly. I go back to auditing the receipts. The sound of paper shuffling, the sound of her sipping. It's a comfortable noise. She stays for 30 minutes this time. Leaves a dollar bill on the table. I put it in the tip jar that has been empty for 3 years. This becomes the routine. Every shift she works, she comes in. 3 a.m. to 3:30 a.m. Sometimes Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Sometimes Monday, Wednesday. I start learning her schedule based on the coffee consumption. I never ask her name. She never asks mine. I am coffee guy. She is EMT girl. Weeks turn into a month. December comes. Snow falls. The lobby is colder near the doors. She comes in shaking snow off her shoulders. She looks wrecked. A bruise on her cheekbone. She pours coffee, hands shaking slightly. She sits down, puts her head in her hands. I watch from the desk. I debate, saying something. I am not good at people. That's why I work night audit. I reach under the counter. Grab a packet of instant oatmeal I brought for my lunch. Maple and brown sugar. I make it in a styrofoam bowl with hot water from the tea tap. I walk over, place it on the table next to her coffee. She looks up, confused. "Eat," I say. "You look like you're going to pass out." She stares at the oatmeal, then at me. A small smile, barely there. "Thanks," she says. She eats it quickly, like she hasn't eaten in 12 hours, which she probably hasn't. I'm Val, she says between bites. Anon, I say. We nod, transaction complete, barrier broken. She finishes the oatmeal. Rough call? I ask. Staying vague. Car accident, she says. Ice on the bridge. She stares at her boots. Kid didn't make it. Silence. The hum of the fridge seems louder. I'm sorry, I say. It feels inadequate. Because it is. She shrugs. A motion that carries the weight of the world. Part of the job. She stands up. Thanks for the oatmeal, Anon. See you, I say. She leaves. I watch the taillights of her ambulance fade in the snow. I feel a strange hollowness in my chest. Ignore it. Back to receipts. 2 days later. She comes in, brings a plastic bag, puts it on the counter. Payment for the oatmeal, she says. It's a box of donuts from the 24-hour bakery down the street. The good kind. You didn't have to, I say. Shut up and eat a donut, she says. No malice, just tired banter. We eat donuts at 3:30 a.m. Standing at the counter, she leans against the granite. I lean against the back wall. So, she says, you just sit here all night? Pretty much, I say. Run reports. Check in late arrivals. Kick out drunks. Sounds peaceful, she says. It's boring, I say. Boring is good, she says. Boring means nobody is bleeding. Fair point. She wipes sugar off her lip. I look away. Noticed my heart rate spike. Weird. Probably the sugar. January. The routine evolves. She stops sitting in the armchair. She starts sitting on the high stool behind the counter, technically against policy. Manager comes in at 8 a.m. Val is gone by 4 a.m. Number harm? No foul. She brings her Nintendo Switch. Do you play? She asks. I play everything, I say. She hands me a Joy-Con. Mario Kart. We play in split screen on the tiny display, propped up against the credit card terminal. She is ruthlessly competitive. Elbows me when I use a red shell. Cheater, she hisses. Strategy, I reply. Guests walk by occasionally. They give us weird looks. Night auditor and a paramedic screaming about Rainbow Road. We ignore them. One night, the hotel Wi-Fi goes down. I have to reset the server in the back office. Takes 20 minutes. I come back out. Val is asleep, head on her arms on the counter. Switch, screen black. Soft snoring. She looks younger when she sleeps. Less guarded. The radio on her hip is turned down low. I don't want to wake her. I gently take the switch so it doesn't fall. Put it in her jacket pocket. I get my hoodie from the back room. Drape it over her shoulders. I stand guard, watching the door. Watching her. 4:15 a.m. Her radio squawks loudly. Unit 4, status check. She jerks awake. Hoodie falls. She looks around wildly. I'm up, she mumbles. Grabs her radio. Unit 4, 104. She rubs her face. Looks at me. Looks at the hoodie on the floor. Realization dawns. Did I pass out? Just a power nap, I say. Hands it to me. Doesn't look me in the eye. Thanks, Anon. Voice is soft. She leaves quickly. I put the hoodie on. It smells like antiseptic and rain. And something floral. Shampoo, maybe? I wear it for the rest of the shift. February. Valentine's Day. The hotel is fully booked. Couples everywhere. I hate it. Extra workload. Champagne requests at 2 a.m. Noise complaints. I am stressed. 3:30 a.m. Val walks in. No ambulance outside. Just a beat-up sedan. She's not in uniform. Jeans. Oversized sweater. Beanie. You're not working? I ask. Night off, she says. Couldn't sleep. She looks around the lobby. Busy night? Hell, I say. Absolute hell, she smiles. Need backup? Can you fight a drunk guy in room 204 who thinks the minibar is free? I can sedate him, she jokes. Maybe half jokes. She stays. Not for coffee, just stays. Sits in the corner while I deal with a guest complaining about the pillows. She watches me work. When the lobby clears, she walks up. You're good at that, she says. At what? De-escalating. You have a very calm monotone. I'm dead inside, I say. That helps, she agrees. She pulls something out of her pocket. A small bag of chocolates. Heart-shaped. Cheap drugstore kind. Slides them across the counter. Happy capitalist consumerism day. For me? I ask. Don't let it go to your head. I open the bag. Eat one. Chalky. Delicious. I got you nothing, I say. You give me free coffee every night, she says. We're even. We talk until 5 a.m. Not about games or the weather, real stuff. She talks about her dad, ex-military, strict. I talk about why I dropped out of college. Anxiety. Crowds. She listens, really listens, eyes focused on mine. I realize I haven't looked at my phone in 2 hours. I should go, she says eventually. Sun's coming up. Right, I say. I don't want her to go. Same time tomorrow? I ask. I'm on shift tomorrow, she says. So, yes, she smiles. A real smile reaches eyes. She leaves. I stare at the empty chocolate bag. I keep the wrapper in my pocket. March. Spring thaw. Mud everywhere. My routine feels different now. The hours between 11 p.m. and 3 a.m. are just waiting hours. The hours between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. are the hours. The hours between 4 a.m. and 7 a.m. are the co-down. One night, she comes in limping. Bad limp. What happened? I ask. Immediately coming around the counter. Drunk patient kicked me, she says, wincing. Right in the shin, steel toe boot. Sit, I command. She sits on the stool, rolls up her pant leg, nasty bruise forming. Swollen. I have ice, I say. I run to the kitchen. Fill a Ziploc bag with ice from the machine. Wrap it in a hand towel. Come back. I kneel down. Press the ice gently against her leg. She hisses in a breath, then relaxes. Thanks, Doc, she murmurs. I look up. She's looking down at me. Her hand rests on my shoulder, probably for balance, but she doesn't move it. My face is level with her knee. I stay kneeling, holding the ice. Does it hurt? Less now, she says. Her fingers brush the fabric of my shirt. Just a twitch. I focus on the ice. Focus on not trembling. You need to file an incident report, I say. My voice sounds tight. I did, she says. Paperwork is boring. Paperwork gets you paid leave. I don't want leave, she says. Then I wouldn't get coffee. I look up again. She's staring right at me. Intensity 10 tenths. Air in the lobby feels thin. The coffee is terrible, I whisper. I know, she whispers back. I drink it anyway. The automatic door opens. A guest walks in. Suitcase rolling loudly on the tile. The spell breaks. I stand up quickly. She pulls her pant leg down. Checking in? I ask the guest, voice cracking slightly. Val stays for 10 more minutes. But the dynamic has shifted. Something heavy and unspoken hangs between us. She leaves with a wave. Doesn't look back. April. Rain again. Endless rain. I bring a laptop to work. We start watching movies. One earbud each. Huddled behind the desk so the cameras don't see. We watch old sci-fi. The Thing. Alien. Shoulders touching. When the alien pops out, she doesn't flinch. She laughs. That anatomy makes no sense, she critiques. It's a movie, Val. Suspension of disbelief has limits, Anon. She steals my popcorn. Fingers brush mine in the bowl. Neither of us pulls away. We sit there, hands touching in a bowl of stale popcorn, watching Kurt Russell burn things. It feels like the most intimate moment of my life. I am terrified. I am happy. May. My birthday. I don't tell anyone. It's just another Tuesday. She comes in at 3:10 a.m., slamming a paper bag on the counter. Happy birthday, loser, she says. I freeze. How did you know? I saw your ID once when you showed me your terrible license photo. You remembered? I have a memory for useless information, she says. She pulls out a cupcake. Smashed. Single candle stuck in it. Unlit. No open flames in the lobby, she says. Pretend it's lit. I close my eyes. Make a wish. I wish this shift never ends. I open my eyes. She is watching me. What did you wish for? World peace. I lie. Liar, she says. You wished for a better job? Maybe. We split the smashed cupcake. Frosting gets on her nose. Without thinking. Pure instinct. I reach out. Wipe it off with my thumb. Skin is warm. Soft. I freeze. Realize what I just did. Pull my hand back like I touched a hot stove. Sorry, I stammer. She doesn't move. Face is slightly pink. It's fine, she says. Voice quiet. She touches her nose where my thumb was. We stand there in the silence. 3:45 a.m. The vending machine compressor kicks on. Loud buzzing. Breaks the moment. I got a call. She lies. Radio is silent. Right, I say. Go save lives. She rushes out. Forgets her coffee. I drink it. It tastes like regret. June. Summer heat. AC in the lobby is broken. It's stifling. I'm sweating in my uniform. She comes in. Sweat dripping down her neck. It's a sauna in here, she complains. AC repair guy is coming, eventually. She fans herself with a brochure. I have an idea, she says. Can you take a break? Technically, no. Realistically, Greg covers for me if I'm back in 15. Greg is not here, but the hotel is dead. Come outside, she says. I follow her out the sliding doors. The air outside is cooler than inside. She leads me to the side of the building. Where the ambulance is parked, she opens the back doors. Get in, she says. What? The AC in the rig is industrial strength. It's freezing in there. I climb in. It is indeed freezing. Heaven. We sit on the bench seat inside the ambulance, surrounded by gauze and defibrillators. Blue lights from the dash illuminate the space. Better? She asks. Much. We sit knee to knee, restricted space. Do you ever get scared? I ask. Doing this? Yeah. All the time, she admits. But then I come see you, and you're just there, auditing. Stable, I suggest. Anchored, she corrects. She leans forward, elbows on knees. I almost quit last week, she says. Why? Burnout. Too many bad calls. Why didn't you? She looks at me. Blue light reflects in her grey eyes. Because my route brings me here. Oh. My brain stops working. I'm glad you didn't, I say. Intelligent. Smooth. She laughs softly. Leans back. Closes her eyes. Wake me in 10 minutes? Okay. I watch her breathe. Chest rising and falling under the uniform. I want to hold her hand. I don't. I just watch over her. The guardian of the ambulance. 10 minutes pass. I touch her knee. Val. Time. She wakes up instantly. Soldier reflex. Right, back to the sauna. We go back inside. The heat hits us like a wall. See you, Anon? See you, Val. Thunderstorm. Massive one. Power goes out at the hotel. Emergency lights kick on. Eerie orange glow. No computers. No coffee machine. Guests are asleep or staying in their rooms. Lobby is a cave. 3 a.m. She comes in, soaked to the bone. Power's out everywhere. She says, traffic lights are down. It's chaos. She shakes off the water. Can't make coffee, I say apologetically. Don't care, she says. Just need to stop moving for a minute. She comes around the counter, sits on the floor, back against the cabinet. Down here, she says. Comfy? Hidden. I sit down next to her, shoulder to shoulder in the orange dark. The storm rages outside. Thunder shakes the glass. She flinches at a loud crack. Instinctively, I put my arm around her, just to steady her. She doesn't pull away. She leans into me, head on my shoulder, wet hair soaking my shirt. I don't care. I hate storms, she whispers. I thought you were tough, I tease gently. I am tough, she says, but loud noises, not a fan. I rub her arm slowly, up and down, friction for warmth. We sit there for an hour, huddled together behind the front desk. The world outside doesn't exist. Just the smell of rain and her breathing. My heart is hammering against my ribs. I wonder if she can feel it. She shifts slightly, face buried in my neck. You're warm, she mumbles. You're freezing, I say. I pull her tighter. She sighs. A happy sigh this time, not the heavy, world-weary one. Anon? Yeah? This is nice. Yeah. It is. Don't move. I won't. We stay like that until the generator kicks the main lights back on. Blinding fluorescent buzz. We jump apart, like guilty teenagers. She stands up, fixes her uniform, face is red, powers back. She states the obvious. Yep, I should. Patrol. Yep. She hesitates at the door. Looks back. See you tomorrow. It sounds like a question now, not a statement. Every tomorrow, I say. She smiles, runs out into the rain. August. I get offered a promotion. Day shift manager. Better pay. Normal hours. Sunlight. I should take it. My mom wants me to take it. Greg says I'd be an idiot not to. I stare at the contract. If I work days, I don't see Val. She works nights. She sleeps days. We would be ships passing. I agonize over it for 3 days. Tuesday night. She comes in. You look constipated, she says. Thinking face, I correct. What's wrong? I show her the offer letter. She reads it. Expression goes neutral. Mask goes up. That's great, Anon. More money. Normal life. Yeah. You're taking it? She puts the paper down. Avoids my eyes. Starts picking at a loose thread on her sleeve. I don't know, I say. Why not? You hate the vampires. I like the quiet. I say. I like the routine. She stops picking the thread. Looks up. Vulnerable. I'd miss the coffee, she says. Voice tight. Just the coffee? I ask. A risk? A massive risk. She looks at me, searching my face. No. She says softly. Not just the coffee. My heart does a backflip. Then I'm not taking it, I say. Anon, don't be stupid. It's a career. It's a desk job, Val. I'm already at a desk. I like this desk. You're an idiot, she says. But she's smiling. Relieved, I'm your idiot, I say, before I can panic about saying that. She reaches across the counter, grabs my tie, pulls me forward, kisses me. It tastes like stale coffee and chapstick. It is electrifying. My hands find the counter to steady myself. She pulls back, inches away. Yeah, she says breathlessly. You are. She lets go of my tie, smooths it out. Make me a fresh pot, idiot. Yes, ma'am. I tear up the contract, throw it in the trash. Best decision of my life. September. We are a thing. But we don't label it. We just exist in the space between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m., kissing behind the keycard rack, holding hands while I check guests in. She leaves notes in my logbook. Smile more. Call me when you wake up. I start waking up earlier. 4 p.m. We meet for breakfast, which is her dinner. Diners. Parks. Seeing her in sunlight is weird. She has freckles I never saw in the lobby light. She sees me in casual clothes. You own shirts that aren't polyester? She asks. I contain multitudes, I say. October. 1 year since she walked in. It's raining again. Same weather. She walks in. Same jacket, same boots. But she walks straight to me. Doesn't ask for coffee. Come around the desk. Hugs me. Buries her face in my chest. Happy anniversary, she mumbles into my shirt. Of what? Of me finding the best coffee in the city. The coffee is trash, Val. She looks up, grins. I know, but the barista is cute. She kisses me. Long and slow, the automatic doors open. Cold wind blows in. We don't break apart. Let the leaves blow in. Let the phone ring. Let the world wait. I love you, I say. Just slips out. No filter. She freezes. Eyes go wide. Then soften. Took you long enough, she whispers. I love you too, Anon. She steals my coffee cup. Takes a sip. Grimaces. God, that's awful. I'll make a fresh pot. Don't bother, she says. Sits on the stool. Pats the space next to her. Just sit with me. I sit. The hotel hums. Rain falls. Vending machine buzzes. It is perfectly boring. It is absolutely perfect. Be me. Night auditor. Boyfriend. Happy. End of shift.